Bonafide hater. Bonafide. He don't even know he a hater. I'm 50. So listen. So I called him about the Vlad thing. I still was cool. Like, it's my little bro. I love him. Letting it go. The soon as I hung up with him the same day, he got a streaming service about judging people's songs. Somebody sent him a song down. Supposed to get on. I'm supposed to get on. I'm not even on it.
Oschino almost 50 years old. He beefing with everybody on the planet. And you gonna put him, you gonna put him on a song. You know what, man?
Oh, nah, that's dirty. I'm energized, women lie, on God, numbers don't. Started talking power moves, that's right, when she got close. It's Young, the one who do it, numbers don't lie, that's the movement. Now let's get to it. We got Oschino responding to Wayno. Apparently they had a little back and forth in the past. Oschino wasn't really liking the things that Wayno was saying, so he gave him a call, checked him like a big bro. But now Wayno went on Vlad TV and continued to talk about Oschino. So we're going to see what his response is.
What's up, y'all? It's Sunday. I don't know if you're a Christian, you know, it's the Lord's Day. Should be no drama going on, whatever. But there's always drama in my life. Let's jump right into this. Wayno / he's be a podcast with academics. He was an intern for Rocafella. I thought he was my brother. Showed me that he wasn't. / Harlem Snake / hater. Bonafide hater, right? Okay, let's jump right into this. Okay. So Wayno come out of nowhere talking trash about me on the podcast he has in Atlanta somewhere.
Yes, he did call me. Like I said, he calls me immediately. He's on 10.
That's what men do. Your little brother say something about you, call him. But well, I ain't saying that. I understand. Boom. Let that slide. He goes to Vlad TV last week, talks about me. Sounds Oschino sitting in front of Dame. He gonna rob.
We had a meeting and he was telling Dame like he still got to rob people.
100% lie. 100% lie. Matter of fact, when I got signed to Rocafella, he wasn't even there. He wasn't even there yet, right? Make a long story short, not even that. Wayno was an intern for Chris and Neef. He would come to Philly, have nowhere to stay at because Chris and Neef be doing their thing. I said, bro, what's up? You got come stay at my crib. Come stay at my crib. We got tight. I'm making sure you cool. I said, bro, you can't ride in the car with me because I might have beef with people.
Nah, this gives me the same kind of vibe as Cameron and Jim Jones going back and forth. You know, we hate to see it when two men that actually grew up together, was cool, had a good bond, get on this online shit, go back and forth, and it gets messy. It's different when, you know, we talking about celebrities that we actually don't know for real, and we just throwing our opinion out there. But it's totally different when you have a relationship with a person and you going on the internet. You know that's going to start real issues because that person, especially if they have your phone number, or even if they don't have your phone number, if they know you, why are you doing that? Why do you have to tell people about y'all situation? That's how I feel. If I don't know you, it's all fair game.
I might get smoked. I don't want you in the car with me. I told your mom you're going to be safe. I think I'm being a big brother, right? I come home one day, he on my couch with his socks off. No, mind you, I walk around the crib with my socks on. I'm not African. I'm not Puerto Rican. I don't wear John Collector. I don't wear my feet out. I don't. He got his feet.
Yo, Oschino, man, this nigga's hilarious.
My couch cushions on my couch, the pillows on my couch. 3 o'clock in the morning, man, Wiz coming there. So I was young. You know what I mean? I did something dumb. I pushed a 357 over his head 3 times, make him wake up playing around. That's how I used to play back then. I was.
You gotta catch that? He said he busted him upside the head with a 357. He busted him upside the head with the gun? Cause he had the socks off, had the toes out. Yeah, this nigga Oschino was wild.
Some other stuff back then, right? He rolled over on the floor. Oh, why you do that? Why you do that? Make a long story short, but I made sure he was safe. All this, whenever he was with me, I made sure he was safe. Looked out for him, right? But ever since out of nowhere, he been hating on me.
Nah, son, I ain't gonna lie to you. You can't justify that, Oschino. You pistol whipped the dude because he had his socks off on your couch. That's not the right way to go about it. I get it. You might feel crazy about that. I didn't even hear him say that his feet stink or nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, you don't want no man on your couch with his socks off, but yo, you don't pistol whip the guy. That's crazy. That's probably why he don't like you.
Like like really bonafide hating on me. When he made the first video about me, I said, wait, why you saying that? Like, well, I don't understand. You come out the blue sky, you didn't call me or nothing. My son passed away. You ain't saying nothing about me. You know my son. You've been around my son. Then he said, shout to Garcia, shout to Meek. I said, Wayno, how you know Meek? I met him through you. So if you met him through me, why? Then let's talk about Dave East. Let's fast forward to Thursday. Thursday, I called him and said, why you on Vlad TV talking about me? Even Vlad said, I never had a bad. I've never had a negative experience with Oschino, ever. Ever. I gotta admit that, right? He's like, no, Oschino hurt your love. How am I hurt your love when I never asked you for a dime and you staying in my crib? So let me tell you what I told the Wayno today. I took the Wayno today because I call you.
Yo, so it sounds like, man, Oschino, you gotta sit with yourself a little bit and reflect and ask yourself, would you feel good if someone busts you upside the head with a gun because you took your socks off? For real, though. Like, you really got to be accountable about that situation because you did admit it. That's a life-altering situation, man. Maybe you're not realizing hitting someone with a gun, that's traumatizing, man. That is traumatizing, bro. That's not how you supposed to treat a little brother. That's not the right way to treat a little brother. And I don't think you should be on the internet going back and forth. If you the big brother, like you said, call him, rectify the situation, see what's really wrong. As men, we got to learn how to do that. Let our fucking ego go.
First. See, I'm not the boy to be sneaking around talking about you behind your back. I call you first. I called Wayno. I said, Wayno, why you talking? Why you keep talking about me, bro? Why you keep hating on me? Wait. I'm tough. Bro, let's talk about what you talk about Dave East, bro. You said Dave East owe you $109,000, right? Because you're his manager. I didn't hear you make one video about Dave East at all. You know why? I think you're scared to talk about Dave East because he's from Harlem. You're from Harlem. You got to go back home. So it's easy. I'm a punching bag. I'm easy to talk about. You said Dave East was dead broke, robbed some girl for $30,000, right? And on top of that, he said, "Oh, listen, this Wayno told me."
It's getting crazy out here, man. I didn't know that Dave East was going to be included in this situation. It's a lot going on, a lot to break down. I wonder how this is going to go over when Dave East hears this. And here's how Wayno feels about him.
This Thursday. Because I called him about the Vlad stuff. I called him, like, bro, what's up with you, whatever. I called him, I said, Wayno. He said, oh, Dave East didn't have no money. He didn't have a dime. So he asked me, can I suspend my manager fees so he get back on his feet? And he just never paid me, and he cut me off. I said, well, why he cut you off? Because, he had his friends around him. They wasn't making him hold him accountable for what he was doing. This, that, and the third. Gossiping, because that's what he do. Because you got to understand this, bro. A person that's an A&R can't rap, usually. Wayno can't write a rap to save his life. So for him to talk about who can rap and who can't, for me, it's like, who is you? And now, because he did a little couple days with people, he think he's somebody bigger than he is.
That's facts, though. That is facts. He has a point right now. I always thought that was kind of odd and strange. Like, what qualifies a person to just listen to something and then give you feedback on it, especially if they haven't proven themselves to, actually helping artists grow. You know what I mean? Like, how do you put a monetary number on? Like, how do you put a number on that? Because, I always wondered that myself, being an independent artist, when I'm dealing with these people that say, yo, I can get you to this, I can scale you to this. It's like, show me the examples. And then when they show you the examples, it's like, well, how do I know you're the main reason and source why this person made it? How do I not know that this person wasn't already going to make it, that they was destined to be like that they was putting in work, and then they end up meeting you, and then they end up just keep going up. They just going up, going up, going up. So yeah, the A&R thing is kind of tough, especially if you're not proven and you don't have a whole bunch of dope artists that's like super big under your belt. And I don't think Wayno did. I think sometimes artists have a better ear than an A&R. Especially in these days, like, you don't really need an A&R. You don't really need all this extra shit no more when you can really go direct to the consumer with social media. If you know what you're doing and get a large enough following, they're going to come to you. You don't need to go to them no more. So anybody online, I ain't knocking no hustles, but y'all paying for people to hear y'all joint, it's not really gonna do nothing for you unless you just want to get some views and shit like that. But it ain't really gonna do nothing. Like, we not in that day and time anymore.
Is bonafide hater, bonafide. He don't even know he a hater. I'm 50. So listen. So I called him about the Vlad thing. I still was cool. Like, it's my little bro. I love him. Letting it go. The soon as I hung up with him the same day, he got a streaming service about judging people's songs. Somebody sent him a song down. Post to get on. I post to get on. I'm not even on it. You let Oschino get on there? He's 50 years old. He beef with the whole world. What?
Oschino almost 50 years old. He beefing with everybody on the planet. And you gonna put him, you gonna put him on a song. You know what, man?
Oh, nah, that's dirty. That's dirty. I ain't gonna lie, I didn't expect that from Wayno. He don't seem like that kind of person to be talking like this. So it must be more. Or maybe it really was, like I said, just that traumatic issue. Beating him in the head with the gun, whatever. Maybe that's what it is, man, because that definitely sounds like he doesn't rock with you. I don't know if this is just content, if we gonna see them go back and forth, but it's definitely weird, to say the least. It's way more weird when it's somebody you personally know. Like me, myself, having a team and just knowing that there's a person on the team who I fucking helped out, did a lot of things for, has grievances or issues with me, when I got nothing but love for them. But what we got to remember is everyone's perception, the way people perceive things, could be very different. So the thing that you thought was cool, you could have been bullying somebody. I mean, not even perception in this situation. You hit the man with a gun while he was on your couch, toes out, whatever the case is. You could have just told him to put his socks on, woke him up, whatever. You didn't have to wake him up with the joint. But, you know, we live and we learn. And sometimes when we see what other people say about us, we can learn how to be better. We can learn how to be more accountable. Because sometimes we just not looking at ourselves deep enough. Y'all know what to do, man. It's Numbers Don't Lie Network. We getting to new heights this year. My birthday coming up soon, man. We about to get it in. I'm going to need y'all to like. I'm going to need y'all to subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you can see what we got going on. And we dropping every day, if possible.
Men lie.
Women lie.
Numbers don't lie.